Well, I don't know. I haven't, the belt's just caught up in it, and I haven't been able to get it. I haven't even looked at it yet. All I know is the belt's hanging out. I don't know why it's off. It's still intact, but I don't know why. I don't know what's happened yet. You showed up right on time. What's going on, guys? We're gonna figure out what happened. It's two strange things in just as many days. In the last video, you saw the 300 here. This thing just quit while the guy was driving it, right? And we found out what happened to that guy. That's terrible. But I actually ended up buying it from the guy. So now I've got a nice car for AJ, and it shouldn't be any more work than what I had to do to the Magnum over there, you know, to get that up and running. Rebuild the heads is all I'm thinking, and a timing kit. But in this one, this is an 03 Chrysler Town Country. They were just driving and they lost power steering and everything. And they looked, and the belt's just hanging there.
Oh, it is a serpentine belt.
Yeah. And all 6 ribs are here. I don't know what it's caught on yet, but I got it up in the air. And I got the tire off. We got to remove this piece of plastic here. There's a couple body clips here, one underneath, one in the front. Not a big deal, and then we'll see what we can see. Okay, well, we found the problem. And why is it so dark? I don't know if you can see, but the tensioner quit working. You can move it and it stays. So somehow the tensioner gave up and the belt just flew. And that wheel's really toast too. That wheel, that was my ring. But that wheel sounds like a skateboard wheel. Everything else feels pretty smooth. Feels really smooth. Even this idler here, it's spinning a little free. Yeah, that one's bad too. That spins way too good and sounds like a skateboard wheel. But you got a water pump here, which I guess that's fun. That? That's the water pump. When I spin it, it cries, "Stop!" All right, got those out. Oh, the junk that came out of there, out of this one. That's a 13 and that was a 15, and there was very tight space for this, so this had to slide out in front of the crankshaft with the bolt in it. But I mean, it wasn't really that difficult at all. Now let's see what's in the kit. Okay, so here it is. It looked really good at first. Well, let's do this first. You got to use your old bolt, which is no big deal. They supplied this spacer, and that fits in there real nice. Bolt fits in there nice. Idler's done. This, however, the hat on this is too large to fit all the way down. I don't know if you can tell, but the hole tapers as it goes down, and it starts to go until you get about a 1/4 inch from the bottom, and then it gets stuck. The whole bolt doesn't come all the way through. So I just got to grind on the hat a little bit so it sinks all the way down in the hole. And I did try the old one, but the washer is also too big. So it's either, grind on one of them. But double check that your belt length is close to your original belt length before you go trying to put it up in there too. Okay, so yeah, Mike just pointed out something obvious. You guys probably saw it right away. But this sinks in and this one doesn't. You know, this is only supposed to stick out that far. Well, that's threaded all the way up. But yeah, I just realized when we looked at the back of it, you got all that shoulder still sticking out. Now, I don't think you can stick that bolt in there that far. I think there's a mix-up. Maybe someone threw the wrong tensioner in the box. But we're gonna have to hit pause here for a second. All right, got back from the store. We got the right one. I'm gonna get it up in there. I got some light for you guys. I already stabbed the new idler pulley in there and tightened that up. It's super easy. And then we should be able to get this guy in. Slide it in the same way the old one slid out. And then it just sits there. Oh, whoa. Alright, new tensioner's in. Oh, we just gotta feed the belt on.
You want to turn the tiller?
I don't know how to answer that. Yeah, why don't you just feed me half, and then we'll sit here and we'll sit here and we'll stare at it for a minute.
Well, you can stare at it. I can only see 2 pulleys from where I'm at.
And then I'm sure, you know, everything will be fine. After that, I know it goes over this way. First, you got to rub it in all this greasy power steering fluid and oil. That's the way to make it
I got one on one pivot.
stick. Okay. And I think that will go down here. And this one would have to go.
Alright, I'll get on the lightning majigger. From this diagram up here, it looks like it needs to go underneath this guy.
Hang on, I'm trying to get it underneath that pulley. I got a flipper do.
Power steering, then goes down the water pump.
Got it on, and that tool actually came in really handy. It's this serpentine belt tool. Used it before. You just put it. It's a 1/2-inch drive, so I don't know if you got a ratchet, but it's pretty narrow. But then, with the extension, I was able to hold it like this with my left hand, and then put it on every pulley except the idler. Save the idler for last. Good. Now, it's as simple as putting this thing back up in there, putting on the fasteners, putting the wheel on. So that's gonna be it. Right now we also did an oil change, but that's no big deal. That's gonna do it for the serpentine belt kit on the 03 Chrysler Town Country. This was, Mike's hopping around. This is the 3.3 liter V6. But I appreciate you guys watching and hanging in there. Please like, subscribe. Have a good one.